Hi friends, Christine Toney here with Essentially Styled and Lila Rose. And today I just want to show you how I do a top knot. And I'm going to be using 7 different Lila Rose hair accessories to do this. It's a messy mom bun, a lot of different names for it, but you know which one it is. It's your go-to style. And a lot of the times we have used elastics, and they are practical and they're cute, but they can also be damaging to our hair. So all of these accessories are going to be all day hold, so it's not going to slip around and fall. It will hold all day. And this is my technique. There are other techniques out there. So I'm going to be using the same one. So I'll go over it a little bit slowly the first couple times, but then you'll see how quickly it is. And I'm going to use 7 of our different products. Now to start, I'm starting with our Flexi of the month. This is called Paula. I just love it. It's named after one of our directors, and she's actually a good friend of mine. And it's just a beautiful summer clip. Those palm trees with those almost that sea glass in it. I just love it. So I'm going to show you this. I am using, and you're going to hear more about Flexis in other videos, but I am using a Flexi. I am using one size up from my normal Flexi size, which is whatever holds my ponytail, because there is going to be more hair bulk when you put this in. So I'm using a medium. A small is what I would wear in my ponytail and most of the other styles. So this will be a medium for me. So you're going to start, and depending on how high up you like it to sit, some people like it sitting like right up on top of their head. I don't. I kind of like mine at the crown. So I'm going to pull some hair down to start. You can do it later, but sometimes it will disrupt what you've already pulled back if you don't do it beforehand. Okay, so you're going to start. I start with the ponytail about maybe a third of the way down my head because I'm going to be twisting it up. So I'm going to take that ponytail and I'm going to wrap it around my thumb. It comes over back toward my head with the thumb here. Then I'm going to twist my thumb up. Okay, so you twist up, and I have a loop of hair here, if you can see that loop. Now this extra fringe, if it's curled nicely, I will leave it out sometimes. If not, I'm going to tuck it in so it's not seen. And it looks silly at first, but then you're going to take your pin, you stick it under, I flex the pretty part over it, grab hair to secure from both sides, and slide that pin in. And then I take and I mess this up. I like an intentionally messy look. Sometimes I will pull out a little bit even depending on how it's curled, to make it look even messier. But that is my top knot. It will not move all day long until I take it out. So, and depending on where you put the hair, sometimes the Flexi is not seen as much, so you can position a little bit more. Now, there are times when I'm going to show you with this one again. I'm going to do it again with the same one, same clip, but I'm going to try not to make it as messy this time. Occasionally, it'll come it'll look like a real pretty roll of hair, very intentional. Most of the time, I'm not looking for the neat look. I'm looking for just the messy, casual look. And I'll see if I can get that to do. I'm just very careful about how I pull up that loop and keep it kind of in one place there. Stick that under, bring it over, secure, and then if I want, feel where that loop is, and then just kind of spread that out without really messing it up much. And sometimes it gives up. Sometimes it looks better than others. You may have seen one in one of the other photos. But so that's the technique, and I will do that now with these other accessories. Next, I'm going to be using a U-pin. Now, with these, our traditional U-pins, you get a set of 2, but with the top knot, you only need 1. So if someone loses a U-pin, I always say, well, there's a couple different styles, Celtic knots, top knots, you can do with just 1 U-pin. You can use 2 to add maybe extra security, or just if you want more bling in your hair, but 1 will do the trick. And these again are the coordinating Paula U-pins. I just love them. Now these are curved to go along with the shape of your head. So same technique. Smooth that out. I'm going to take my thumb, bring it over, twist that up just so I have that loop there. Tuck in my extras. It's really today, the humidity, they're not curling nicely. Then I'm going to take that U-pin, using that technique we learned, and slide that in and then again, mess that up. It's going to look different every time, but it's rare that I will even have to redo it. Most of the time, I'm like, that'll be work, it's fine. But sometimes there's something sticking out weird. I'm not sure what that looks like from behind. But sometimes I will redo it, but most of the time it's just poof, up and done. Very handy for hot venues as we're getting into the summer. Okay, so that was the U-pin. Now I'm going to use one of our hair sticks, and this one again is a newer release with that pretty turquoise. Exact same thing, only with the stick. You're using the same technique. I twist that up, just so I'm going to do it more top speed so you can see how quick these go in. I'm going to go in, grab hair. I'll share a stick tutorial later. You can catch it on my YouTube channel. And again, pull those out if you want. Mess it up and pull it. That one I probably wouldn't have pulled out, but that's with a hair stick. Super easy, super cute. Now with the hair sticks, I will often put in two just because I do like the look of two sticks. And it might be that I can secure this hair around again. Just keep playing with it and do the same thing so I could have, you know, two sticks. Again, not sure what that looks like without a mirror, so I can't really see. But the idea for me, for myself, for top knots, they are messy. They're the mom buns, the ones that get the job done and keep it off your neck. Now the Swerve is another one I will often do with the top knot, and we have a variety. I'm only going to do it with one of these. Basically, if you want it to be invisible in your hair, pick one of the very basic Swerves. This can disappear depending on how far you push it in, and if you pick a metal that will kind of blend into your hair a little bit more. If you have blonde hair, you can choose gold, black nickel if you have dark hair, but that's great. This one has a little bit of a hammered look, so a little bit showier, but I'm going to try it with the orchid. This is a really pretty, we have several decorative ones that really make a nice statement. So same technique, grabbing that hair, make that loop, tuck it in, grab it just a little bit, grab hair, flip it over, slide it in, and then I'm going to mess that up like so, and then you can see that just the decorative part, all they hold. It is not going to slide out of there. I should have pulled some forward a little bit. So really, these are amazing hair tools. All right, come down the home stretch. We also have our up jewels, which are a little bit longer and have a gem on the end. There are 5 different variations on that one with metals and the colors of the stones. Again, whip that up, grab a little bit, flip it over, slide it in, mess it up. You can see how quickly, and honestly, I think it takes me less time to do that than an elastic would. With an elastic, you're pulling it in and out. Sometimes you pull too far and you got to start all over again. So honestly, I think these can even take less time than an elastic. Then we have our acrylic Swerves. And I'm going to use, this is my go-to. I have this one in all the time, but this one shows up a little bit better. So I'm going to use the pearl one. And we have some new colors that are just gorgeous for summer that just released a little bit ago. So same technique, grab it, slide it in, mess it up, and you can pull it out or leave it. And again, you can adjust that height if you don't like it, you know, sitting right on top of your head. You can lower it. And lastly, we have our wooden hair forks that are just beautiful. They're really like works of art. There's a couple different wood types there that you can select from. All right, same thing, last one. And this one is really good for thick hair. If you have fine hair, I probably wouldn't get this one. This one is great if you have thicker hair because the pieces are, the wood pieces, the prongs are much thicker than the other items. Whoop, that one's gonna bounce out. That's one I'd probably redo if it's not wanting to lay down. So that's it. Your mom buns and top knots can be done so easily with any of these. I would recommend if you're using the Flexi to size up from your ponytail size, and I can help you with that. If you have any questions about that, feel free to drop a comment below if you need. So be sure and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel if you would like to see more tutorials using the different products. We had the one with U-pins that was done recently, and one on Flexis. So you can get a little more information and more detail about each individual product that way. But if you have questions, drop them down below and I will be sure and get to them. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.